Before we dive in, if you're over 60 and care about your strength, mobility, and independence, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It helps this information reach more people, and it truly supports the work we do here at Senior Vitality. I'm Dr. Mariah, and today we begin a powerful journey to help you rebuild your legs and stop painful cramps, starting with one surprising truth. It's not just age, it's missing vitamins. Most people think leg weakness and cramps are just a part of getting older, but that's simply not true. In fact, many men and women over 60 are silently deficient in key vitamins and minerals that directly affect their muscle strength, nerve communication, and blood flow. The result? Sudden cramps at night, feeling unstable while walking, trouble rising from chairs or going upstairs. These aren't signs of aging. They're warnings from your body that something is missing at the cellular level. As we age, our ability to absorb and retain essential nutrients naturally declines. Medications, lower stomach acid, chronic inflammation, and reduced appetite can all contribute to silent deficiencies, especially in vitamins that regulate muscle contraction, nerve signals, and circulation. That's why cramps don't respond to stretching or massage alone. The real problem starts from the inside. And unless we correct the nutritional gaps, even physical therapy won't solve it long term. In this series, I'll walk you through the 5 most critical vitamins you need after 60 to protect your leg's strength, stop spasms and cramps, and restore your ability to move freely without fear. These vitamins are often overlooked, even by doctors, but when properly combined, they can restore strength, prevent falls, and give you back confidence in your body. Let's start by understanding what's really happening beneath the surface. Your legs aren't weak, they're undersupported. And we're about to change that. For years, calcium has been marketed as the go-to solution for cramps and weak bones. But here's what many people over 60 don't realize. Calcium without proper balance can actually cause more harm than good. Yes, it's essential for muscle contraction and bone health, but when it's not absorbed or distributed correctly, it can build up in the wrong places, joints, arteries, and even soft tissue. And instead of stopping cramps, it can intensify stiffness, slow circulation, and trigger new spasms. After 60, your body's ability to manage calcium efficiently declines. What you need is not just calcium, but the right cofactors to help it reach your muscles and bones without clogging your system. That's where magnesium, vitamin K2, and vitamin D3 come in. These 3 nutrients act like traffic controllers. They direct calcium away from your arteries and soft tissues and guide it into your bones and muscles where it actually helps, not hurts you. Without them, calcium can accumulate dangerously, leading to cramps, calcification, and reduced leg mobility. Most leg cramps aren't caused by a lack of calcium. They're caused by electrical misfires in your nerves, triggered by imbalanced minerals like magnesium and potassium. In fact, magnesium is the unsung hero of muscle relaxation. It acts like a brake pedal for your nervous system. When levels are low, which is extremely common in people over 60, muscles stay locked, irritated, or prone to sudden contractions. That's why so many people wake up with painful spasms at night. They're not overusing their muscles, they're undernourishing them. So instead of just loading up on calcium, think balance. Rebuilding strong, cramp-free legs after 60 means giving your body the complete toolkit it needs to regulate tension and flow. Calcium is only part of the story, and if you take it alone, it may be doing the opposite of what you intend. It's time we move beyond outdated advice and start focusing on bioavailability, synergy, and what really works for seniors. Your legs deserve better than guesswork. They deserve smart, targeted nutrition. If I could recommend only one mineral to every man and woman over 60 struggling with leg cramps, stiffness, or declining strength, it would be magnesium. Why? Because magnesium is involved in over 300 vital processes in your body. And when it comes to muscle control, nerve function, and relaxation, it's nothing short of essential. Yet nearly 80% of older adults are deficient, and they don't even know it. The result? Muscles that stay tense, nerves that misfire, legs that cramp at night, and energy that just vanishes. Magnesium is nature's muscle relaxer. It acts like a calm signal to your cells, telling your muscles to release and reset after every contraction. Without enough magnesium, your muscles become stuck in contraction mode, leading to nighttime spasms, soreness after walking, or even those frustrating twitches that seem to come out of nowhere. Worse yet, low magnesium affects your circulation and oxygen delivery, meaning your muscles fatigue faster and recover slower. It's not just about cramp prevention, it's about total muscular performance. But here's something most people get wrong. Not all magnesium supplements are created equal. Many cheap versions, like magnesium oxide, pass through your body without being absorbed, and others can upset your stomach or cause loose stools. For real results, I recommend highly absorbable forms like magnesium glycinate or magnesium malate, which are gentle and effective for long-term use. Even better, combining oral supplements with topical magnesium, like sprays or Epsom salt soaks, can increase your tissue levels faster and reduce cramps dramatically. Adding magnesium to your routine isn't just about stopping leg pain. It helps regulate blood pressure, insulin levels, stress responses, and sleep quality. All factors that influence your body's ability to rebuild strength and protect your legs. When your magnesium is restored, your muscles work smarter. They stop fighting you and start supporting you. So if your legs are begging for relief, don't ignore this mineral. Give your body what it's really missing and feel the difference within days. Have you ever felt tingling, numbness, or a strange burning sensation in your feet or calves? That isn't just aging, it's your nerves crying for help. And often, the silent culprit is a deficiency in one powerful nutrient, vitamin B12. As we age, our ability to absorb B12 plummets, especially if you take antacids or medications for diabetes or blood pressure. Without enough B12, your nerves become malnourished, slowing signals from your brain to your muscles. The result? Weakness, instability, and cramps that seem to come from nowhere. Vitamin B12 is absolutely essential for the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerves that allows them to send messages rapidly and accurately. Think of it like insulation around a wire. Without it, electricity fizzles. When B12 is low, signals between your brain, spine, and legs are delayed or distorted, leading to misfires, spasms, or delayed muscle reactions. This is why B12 is one of the first vitamins I check in any senior struggling with balance, fatigue, or muscle control, and why restoring it can feel like flipping a switch. Here's the tricky part. Even if your B12 levels are normal on a blood test, your body might not be utilizing it. B12 absorption requires a special protein called intrinsic factor, which many seniors lack due to low stomach acid or autoimmune issues. That's why oral supplements don't always work. The best solution? Sublingual B12, which dissolves under the tongue, or methylated B12, methylcobalamin, which is more bioavailable. In some cases, I even recommend B12 injections under medical supervision to fully restore nerve function. When B12 is restored, patients often report clearer thinking, steadier steps, reduced pins and needles, and even a return of energy and leg confidence. It's one of the most underestimated tools in senior health, yet one of the most powerful. If your legs feel disconnected, clumsy, or unreliable, don't ignore the warning signs. Your nerves might be starving, and B12 could be the key to waking them back up. And once they start firing properly again, everything changes. Every night, countless people over 60 are jolted awake by a sharp, tightening pain in their legs or feet. It feels like the muscle locks itself and refuses to let go. Most blame dehydration or old age, but the real cause is often a quiet potassium deficiency. Potassium is an essential electrolyte that works with magnesium and sodium to keep your muscles relaxed, responsive, and hydrated. When levels drop, muscles become overexcited and fire off involuntary contractions, especially at rest. You may think you're getting enough potassium, but here's the problem. The average senior consumes less than half the recommended daily amount. Worse, common medications like diuretics, water pills, blood pressure drugs, and even some antibiotics flush potassium out of your system. Add to that a diet low in fresh vegetables and high in processed food, and the imbalance becomes almost guaranteed. Without enough potassium, your muscles simply can't recover, stabilize, or coordinate the way they should. But don't rush out for potassium supplements just yet, because when taken improperly, they can be dangerous. Instead, focus on potassium-rich whole foods like avocados, cooked spinach, sweet potatoes, bananas, white beans, and coconut water. These sources are naturally balanced with fiber and fluid, making them safer and more effective. Just one avocado contains more potassium than a banana, and it supports healthy fats for your heart and joints, too. Small changes in your plate can lead to big relief at night. When potassium levels are restored, your muscles stop twitching. Your cramps reduce, your sleep improves, and your energy begins to return. It's not just about avoiding pain. It's about giving your legs the raw materials they need to stay strong, flexible, and ready to support you each day. Potassium may not be flashy, but in the fight against age-related decline, it's a quiet hero. Don't overlook it. Feed your muscles what they crave, and they'll thank you with every step you take. If you're over 60 and struggling with leg weakness, fatigue, or frequent falls, there's a silent factor you may be overlooking: vitamin D deficiency. Most people think of vitamin D as just a bone vitamin, but the truth is it functions more like a hormone, one that affects your muscle fibers, balance, and neuromuscular coordination. Without enough vitamin D, even the strongest legs begin to falter, and your body struggles to repair itself after activity or injury. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, and our kidneys process it less effectively. Add to that the fact that many older adults avoid direct sun exposure or use high SPF sunscreen year-round, and deficiency becomes almost inevitable. But what most people don't realize is how deeply this deficiency impacts leg function. Studies show that low vitamin D levels are directly linked to increased muscle pain, slower walking speed, and reduced lower body strength, especially in seniors. The good news? Vitamin D is easy to restore when done right. I often recommend a blood test to check your 25-OH D levels, followed by D3 supplementation, which is better absorbed than D2. Most older adults need between 2,000 to 1,500 IU per day, though some may require more depending on their baseline. And for best results, always pair vitamin D with vitamin K2, which helps direct calcium to your bones and away from soft tissues like arteries and joints, keeping your circulation and leg function safer. When vitamin D is restored, something incredible happens. Muscle tone improves, energy increases, balance stabilizes, and even chronic pain begins to fade. It's like unlocking a dormant power inside your body. If your legs feel heavy, your energy low, and your steps unsteady, don't ignore this hormone. Vitamin D might be the missing link, and restoring it could mean the difference between falling behind and moving forward with strength. Your legs deserve that support. When it comes to keeping your legs strong, energized, and pain-free after 60, most people don't realize that one specific B vitamin plays a powerful role in circulation, endurance, and oxygen delivery: vitamin B3, also known as niacin. While commonly associated with cholesterol support, niacin is a potent vasodilator. It helps open up blood vessels, improve microcirculation, and ensure your leg muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need to function properly. Without it, muscles feel heavy, recovery slows, and fatigue sets in far too early. One of the biggest problems I see in older patients is what I call silent sluggishness. Their blood tests look okay. Their muscle mass isn't terrible, but they still feel slow, cold, and crampy in the legs, especially during short walks. Often, it's a microvascular issue, meaning the small blood vessels that feed the legs and feet aren't dilating or flowing like they should. Niacin gently expands these vessels, increases nitric oxide, and brings much-needed life back into tired legs. However, not all forms of niacin are created equal. I usually recommend niacinamide or inositol hexanocotinate for patients sensitive to the traditional niacin flush. These versions support blood flow without the intense skin reaction. Taken with a meal and under medical guidance, niacin can gradually restore stamina, warmth, and walking comfort. It's particularly helpful for seniors with cold feet, restless legs, or trouble climbing stairs due to poor circulation. As niacin improves vascular function, the difference becomes visible, not just in the way your legs feel, but in how they perform under pressure. Longer walks become easier, standing feels more natural, and that dull ache after sitting for too long begins to disappear. It's a quiet transformation, but one your body will thank you for with every strengthened step. Never underestimate the power of this small, often forgotten vitamin. It could be the key to reviving your legs and your lifestyle. Now that you know the 5 essential vitamins that can restore your legs' strength, reduce cramping, and boost your mobility after 60, it's time to put that knowledge into action. Understanding nutrients is only half the battle. Implementation is where real change happens. Each vitamin we covered, magnesium, B12, potassium, vitamin D, and niacin, works in synergy to support the muscles, nerves, and blood vessels that keep you standing strong. But the key is consistency and balance. First, let's talk routine. For most of my senior patients, the best results come when vitamins are taken with meals, spaced throughout the day. A high-quality multivitamin may cover some basics, but targeted support, like an evening magnesium supplement for sleep and muscle recovery, or morning D3/K2 for energy and balance, makes a difference. Always choose supplements that are bioavailable, well absorbed, and verified by independent labs. And remember, food comes first. Supplements should complement a diet rich in leafy greens, legumes, nuts, fish, and hydration. But even the perfect nutrient intake won't work without movement. Gentle stretching in the morning, short walks after meals, and light resistance training, even seated exercises, all help your body utilize those nutrients effectively. Every step you take improves circulation, activates leg muscles, and reinforces neuromuscular connections. And when your muscles are well fed and regularly used, they remain resilient against aging. Think of your legs like a living system that responds to both fuel and motion. Feed them right, move them often, and they stay strong. Finally, be patient. Leg strength and balance don't return overnight. But within weeks of correcting deficiencies and moving your body consistently, you'll start to notice real changes. Less pain, fewer cramps, more energy, better sleep. Maybe you'll walk farther without resting. Maybe you'll climb stairs with less strain. Or maybe you'll simply feel confident again in your body's ability to carry you. And that confidence, that independence, is what this journey is really about. Your legs are your freedom. It's time to treat them that way.